Not only does it look like a restaurant quality dish, it looks like a 3 Michelin star dish. Wow, look at that. You've made an error in judgment.
1, 2, 3, left.
Okay. I lift up the mystery box and I'm seeing some dried legumes and a couple vegetables.
Oh my gosh. I see seeds, some tofu. I have no idea. What are we doing?
Not the ingredients that you normally would think of when you think comfort food.
Tonight, you'll be creating a comfort food dish using only plant-based products.
It used to be that the vegetarian option was simply whole the meat. But we've come a long way with plant-based proteins like tempeh, seitan, and beans.
I am completely unfamiliar with everything under this mystery box. Normally at home, every night, there is a protein that is the focal point of dinner.
Your dish can either be savory or sweet and come from any culture you desire. The world is your oyster, or whatever the plant-based alternative is for oysters.
And if you win tonight, your dish will inspire a feature recipe on the website.
Wow. Oh my gosh. I would love to have my dish published with Basil. It would be amazing to have my recipe for all of Canadians to try.
Tonight's winner will also have a huge advantage in next week's challenge.
At the end of this challenge, at least one cook will be eliminated.
I'm extremely pumped for Mystery Box. It's my favorite thing. Except there's elimination. I don't want to go home today. Today I'm making peaches and cream. It's ultimate comfort. I feel like people think I can't cook sweet, but I can. I want to show up to these guys that I'm a little bit of a threat. I think because I wasn't a runner-up in my season that a lot of people here underestimate me. I want to prove to the judges that I'm a competitor, and I want to prove that I can do sweet as well as savory. When I was on MasterChef Canada the first time, I really felt like I didn't show everything I had.
The pastry cream, not so good. I can't taste the vanilla at all.
Back then, I was tripped up by the dessert. But I want to grow in this kitchen. I need to push myself. So I'm going to flambe the peaches with brandy, and I'm going to do a chai spice vegan creme anglaise. Taking this risk is scary. If I can't execute properly, there's a great chance that I will go home.
When I hear comfort food, my mind immediately goes to desserts. Today I'm doing a play on a Chinese dessert, which is a tofu pudding. I'm making my own take on it by doing a Panna Cotta to make it a little bit more elevated, and I'll be adding some other components to it as well. In MasterChef Canada Season 2, the dish I was most proud of was my cake. In 1.5 hours, it's not easy to bake a cake with so many different components. Thinking back, I really pushed the limits.
This is a league of its own. My mouth is watering right now.
I'm still impressed by what I did back then. With this one today, I need to really bring my game if I want to win. There are a lot of delicious vegan desserts, especially in Chinese cooking, so I'm really hoping that today I get to show off to the judges. My expectation when it comes to desserts are up here, as high as they can possibly be. As a pastry person, I have to be extra innovative. I need to be doing things that judges wouldn't expect.
Before I left, I asked my daughter, what should I cook on MasterChef Canada? And she said, chocolate cake. So I am making a chocolate cake today, way outside my comfort zone, but I'm doing this for my daughter, Vivi. Season 5, I would have never touched a baking challenge, and this time I'm leaning right into it and just going for it.
So today I'm going for a more classic layered cake. I want a really deep chocolatey buttercream. So I get the basil, cocoa powder, icing sugar, a little bit of almond milk, and whip that all together to make a super delicious buttercream. Next, I need to get cracking on this chocolate cake. Anytime you make substitutions for plant-based, you have to think of the science behind what you're taking away. For this chocolate cake, I'm substituting applesauce for eggs. It's adding in that additional moisture. And for buttermilk, I'm substituting almond milk and a little bit of vinegar. The vinegar actually curdles the almond milk and gives it a texture of buttermilk, helping with the rising of the cake itself.
And Andrew.
Chef, how are you?
Looks like you're making something sweet.
I think I am.
And you notice how beautiful that caramelized with the alternative butter because it doesn't burn as quickly. Tell me, what are you doing there?
Some nice caramelized peaches with crumble on top, baked in the
Yeah.
oven. A nice pour of creme anglaise made with silken tofu.
Okay.
Some of the soy milk.
Yes.
It's chai spiced. And then I'm doing a pistachio praline.
Very excited about this dish, but remember, must look good.
Yes, that's the plan. Thank you, Chef. I'm going to be making a praline on top of the peaches. I need to cook some sugar to the right temperature, then add some crushed nuts, pumpkin seeds, and hemp hearts. My goal is try to elevate it as much as I can. Let's go into the freezer.
Doing a lot of components today. I'm going to be doing 5 different components. So I really got to get serious and get my game face on if I want to win today. I have won nothing so far, so winning today means everything. I'm really confident in my abilities, so I'm not going to be playing it safe when it comes to dessert. There are little tricks that you can use, especially in modern pastry, that can make a product that's seemingly not vegan into a vegan product. Traditionally, I use agar-agar to make a vegan panna cotta. However, agar-agar can give you a very crispy, almost brittle gel, so I want to soften it a little bit. So today I'm actually using 2 seaweed-based gels. By combining them together, you can get a panna cotta that has a better mouthfeel than just using all agar.
You know, I like the ambition, but I'm not so sure that the panna cotta is going to set in time. He doesn't have much time left.
I have my lumpia. I'm using texturized vegetable protein to act as the ground pork. Then I'm gonna fry it. Traditionally, lumpia is wrapped in a spring roll wrapper. I can't use spring roll wrappers because it has eggs, so I'm gonna use rice noodles. I feel like the creativity of wrapping it in a noodle is gonna show the judges just how creative I can be. Rolling with noodles is a very technical skill. As I'm trying to roll my lumpia, come on, this vegetable protein is falling apart. Ah, fuck. If I don't get this done, I have a chance of going home.
I still don't fully know exactly how I'm going to plate this cake. Plating for this challenge really does matter because the goal is to elevate comfort food. I have in my head a concept where I want to have a layered cake, but the cake is still feeling hot. Ah,
He's cutting it tight.
you can't put a hot cake on the plate because it will melt the icing. But I have a backup plan. I'm gonna take it in a modern direction.
My praline is everything in this peaches and cream dish because of it's such a simple concept. It needs to look perfect. I'm taking so many small components, flowers, small leaves of mint, coconut shavings, coarse pistachios, a little bit of shaved chocolate, and a little bit of grated lime, and I'm perfectly placing it along the circle so that it looks very textural. My goal for this dish is to make it look like a garden of excitement. Hopefully this works. I don't know if it's going to. I've never really done this before. This praline is very thin and snappable. I have to be very careful, otherwise it's gonna break apart.
1 minute! You have 1 more minute left! Come on, get it going! 1 minute! Let's go!
I'm rushing on my plating, but I'm also trying to stay calm so that the plate doesn't look messy.
I know at this point my dish isn't going to come out exactly the way that I conceptualize it, but I'm gonna get this done. I have no choice but to impress.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up!
Well done, guys. Well done, everybody.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hey, Chef.
Plant-based comfort food was the brief. What did you make?
Comfort food, it always brings me back to the memory of my mother and back to the food that she made. Traditionally, lumpia is ground pork. I tried to emulate that with a textured vegetable protein, burnt pumpkin seed ash, chanterelle mushrooms, radish, and a spicy carrot sweet and sour sauce.
Well, Jeremy, I am once again delighted to see the level of which you are plating your food. It seems to be getting better and better and better.
Thank you, Chef.
The comfort feel is right there. It is rich, it is flavorful. It's the kind of food that I think would become a staple. As they were being cooked, you'd be picking one off the plate at home because you just couldn't resist it.
Thank you, Chef.
Jeremy, done a lot of traveling in Southeast Asia. So you must have ate twice my weight in lumpia. Why did you use the rice noodle?
It's just a cool little vessel once it's fried.
Well, let's see how this goes. You have all kinds of range here. The rice noodle, I like it because it looks a lot more elevated. The filling, tasty. Sauce, you got refined carrots, and I can taste that carrot coming together. You have it all.
Thank you so much, Chef.
Please go back to.
Thank you so much.
Good job, Jeremy.
Praise from the judges means so much to me. I feel like my mom would be so proud of me.
I made a death by chocolate and black bean cake, buttercream icing, and a little bit of toasted coconut as well. This was made for my daughter.
It really is youthful and modern and current, but it still has that comforting look about it. The buttercream is so light and fluffy and not overly sweet. And I love the fact that you've added the black beans, a little bit of coconut for contrast and crunch and texture. It really is a delightful tribute to your daughter.
Thank you, Chef.
Today, I prepared for you peaches and cream. All plant-based. I've made a short crust and pistachio praline, chai spice creme anglaise with silken tofu and soy milk.
Andrew, I love the look of this. Not only does it look like a restaurant quality dish, it looks like a 3 Michelin star dish.
Good for you.
And you're no pastry chef, right?
Not at all.
Wow, look at that. You've made an error in judgment. You don't think you're a great pastry chef. And you are.
Thank you.
This is the best peaches and cream I've ever tasted. You should be proud of yourself.
Thank you.
That's amazing.
Andrew, I guess you're feeling pretty good now.
I was worried for a second there, but yes.
Question is, does it live up to the hype? It exceeds it.
Thank you.
I love the flavors, the freshness of those peaches, and the lemon I saw you put in really accentuates the flavor of those fruits. And your crème anglaise, light and creamy and yet warming. It really is a lovely, lovely little dessert.
Yes.
You knocked it out of the park. Well done, Andrew.
Thank you.
Good job, Andrew.
Awesome work, buddy.
Amazing.
I feel so proud. Hearing the judges say that it looks like a 3 Michelin star dish, it's the highest praise. It's the highest praise.
Today, I've drawn from comforting desserts I had as a child, particularly tofu pudding and also the almond soup. I've elevated them by making a tofu coconut panna cotta. We have a yuzu passion fruit fluid gel, a bit of meringue for crisp, a black sesame crumble, and almond black sugar ice cream on top.
Wow. Presentation is quasi-modern, which is innovative and fresh. A bit of a twist. The flavors, to me, bring a sense of peace and calm and sophistication. The texture of the panna cotta, quite nice. Well done. Thank you, Christopher.
Ah, Christopher.
Chef Alvin.
Very nice. We both come from Chinese family, and I remember those tofu puddings, coconut soups, Chinese kind of desserts was something that's also very close to me. It's there. It's light, it's airy. This just takes me back to my childhood, which is going back further than yours.
Thank you, Chef.
Big Chef.
Well done, Chris.